bring it up. Yeah, maybe I'll weep, but it's taking too long to get over you. I'm not ready to need you again, unless this time we're holding on. The truth is I don't know how to forget. So when I saw you coming, I knew I'd be swept right back up, and I didn't care. And hiding from the truth would've got me nowhere. 'Cause I'm not ready to need you again, but I need you again. I'll be swept right back up, and I didn't care. And hiding from the truth would've got me nowhere. 'Cause I'm not ready to need you again. Funny how something can hurt you so bad, but you fall right back. Happens just like that. And I'm not quite convinced that it won't end the same this time. Tell me, can people really get a fresh start? Should I be more careful with my heart? I'm treading carefully. Crazy how something can scar you so deep, but you fall right back. I'm not ready to need you again, unless this time we're holding on. The truth is I don't know how to forget. So when I saw you coming, I knew I'd be swept right back up, and I didn't care. And hiding from the truth would've got
once again. My heart is waking. It hurts when you lie all the time. Can't feel anymore. Feels numb when I die. Restart me again and again. Your love, the ghost of me. Been waiting, waiting for the light. Won't say goodbye. Won't close my eyes and die. I'm waking, waking, give me life. The ghost of me, of me.
Stay a moment. All my walls are falling.
Y tú sabes, no pierdas el tiempo. Dale, vente, pégate lento. No, dale, no pierdas el tiempo. Esta noche me puse, a eso no le doy, no. A eso no le doy, no. A eso no le doy, no. A eso no le doy luz, a eso no le doy luz, a eso no le doy luz, a eso no le doy
When I feel sad, I escape from my sense. Lately music's been my reminiscence. That's when I listen. I know it's bad that I can't help myself. When I get mad, I set fire to the hell. The only way to keep it at a distance, that's when I listen. Music is the reason why I stay. A cheering melody will fix a melancholic heart. The music is the reason. The music is the reason why I stay. I feel alive, I feel alive, I feel alive. The music is the reason. The music is the reason why I stay. That's when I need tunes to keep on living, like someone's listening. I see the signs when I seek for the lights. I know it's bad when I forget myself. Lately music's been my self-reminder, my self-reminder. Music is the reason why I stay. The music stay. I'm a la 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 loner. A la 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 loner.
Every time I try to fit in, it ends up in misery, yeah. Socializing doesn't fit me, but I can get away so easy. I was born a misfit, don't go with the cool kids. It's all overrated, no one ever missed it. I was born a misfit, don't go with the cool kids. It's all overrated, I just didn't read it. I'm a la 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 loner. A la 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 loner. A la 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 loner. I'm an outlaw in this world. I'm solo dancing on your body, crazy on my own but all in. I can feel the eyes all staring, but I don't care about them saying I was born a misfit, don't go with the cool kids. It's all overrated, no one ever missed it. I was born a misfit, don't go with the cool kids. It's all overrated, I just didn't read it. I'm a la 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 loner. A la 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 loner. A la 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 loner. I'm an outlaw in this world. I'm a la 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 loner. A la 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 loner. A la 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 loner. I'm an outlaw in this world. I'm a la 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 la.
Yeah, now you got me out in the deep. Feeling I'll be wrapped around your neck. When you burn me out like a cigarette. Yeah, drifting in the city, no sleep. Don't know where we headed for next. Maybe we should get lost in a sweet escape.
You tease me and you touch me, I'm going crazy about it. Keep saying that it's nothing, so tell me what to do. I'm losing all my cool, feeling like ain't nobody else around us. Ain't nobody else around us. Got me breaking all my rules. It's only me and tease me and you touch me, I'm going crazy about it. Keep saying that it's nothing, so tell me what to do. I'm losing all my cool, feeling like ain't nobody else around us. Ain't nobody else around us. Got me breaking all my rules. It's only me and you. Feeling like ain't nobody else around us. Ain't nobody else around us, yeah.
Go through the fire, brave the fire, yeah. Chasing something true, caught in a bind. Maybe undo, maybe undo. 'Cause when every call felt off and the silence could be better, every motion falling flat. Had to leave you, had to leave you. Now the tide pulling me back like a fool that put you to work. With the pain you left still fresh, I can heal you, I can heal you.
How could I know it would be goodbye, my love? When did the close of forever come, my love? All I recall was a stare that was vacant and cold. Where did the spark go, the warmth that once stole my soul?
for so long, under your control. I just to love you one more time. When you hold me with your eyes, oh, it burns me up inside. It's like fire, it's like fire. Oh, I'm fighting for my life, just one touch and I'm alive. It's like
run away. Maybe I just need to feel nothing to make it easier to turn away, leave. Maybe we're a fan of the flame, so why do I keep holding out my hand to get burned? I don't wanna clash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away, away, yeah. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away. Breaking apart, seeing the end. We have nothing to say. Maybe it's hard to understand that there's nothing left to fight for, and there's nothing left to say. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away, away, yeah. I don't wanna crash anymore. I can hear the ghosts in the walls. It's telling me to run away.
Why can't we ever bounce on the rhythm, yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta make a move to me, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, you know me, I'm not wasting time. No secrets left to hide. You gotta show me love when you're ready, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why can't we ever bounce on the rhythm, yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta make a move to me, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, you know me, I'm not wasting time. No secrets left to hide. You gotta show me love when you're ready, yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say, you know me, I got no time to waste. Type of energy that can't be replaced, no debate. We can take it back to my place. I can turn around, let me show you how it tastes, yeah. A baller, mine on the dollar. Swallowing the bottle while you're smoking on gelato. Now do you need some of that no-no? Just tell me that you're coming through. Why can't we ever bounce? Why can't we ever bounce on the rhythm, yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta make a move to me, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, you know me, I'm not bounce on the rhythm, yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta make a move to me, do that move to me, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, you know me, I'm not wasting time. No secrets not to hide. You gotta show me love when you're ready, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Picking up the pieces of a broken heart, guess I was chosen. Stitch it back together, better late than never, steady motion. Can't control my fate, but I control all these emotions. I'm not broken, I'm not broken. Already cried my tears enough for an ocean. I've been in the cold rain on my parade. I'm still on my feet, stand tall like a mountain. I am undefeated, made for the game.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through? For you, 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 won't you let the light shine through? Won't you let the light shine through? For you, for you, for you, for you, for you, won't you let the light shine for you, for you.
canvas of a burning sky, dodging embers of a world on fire. Yet there's still hope when you're by my side. They say it's darkest right for the light. Stay with me tonight, far from the fading light. We can leave it all behind, just breathe and feel alive. Each passing flicker of our souls ablaze, revealing secrets to the blinding age. Light reflecting what we are inside. Let the truth be your guide. Stay with me tonight, far from the fading light. We can leave it all behind, just breathe and be alive. Stay with me tonight, far from the fading light. We can leave it all behind, just breathe and feel alive.
Mas que mamada legal.
The wolf, she cries at night. A breath had born in the black wind where the shadows lie. Deep inside despair, our hearts grow fierce, our minds aware. We carry on, oh, we carry on, carry on. We carry on, oh, we carry on, we carry It's always darkest before the dawn. It's always quiet before the storm. We are not afraid. We journey on the road to tomorrow that hope has made. We carry on, oh, we carry on, carry on. We carry on, oh, we carry on, we carry
Blinding lights, lost in your eyes, feeling the pressure. You and I, spending the night, chasing forever. For you, oh no, I'd be your one and only. Don't let me go, don't leave me lonely. Say you'll stay through the pain, say you won't go running. sometimes things may seem unclear. Trust yourself and you will know, my dear. Oh, I know that it's not easy, nothing is. Sing, hey, it's okay. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day. It's okay. So live your life and live your way. Your way, your way. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, live your life, live it. Gotta live it your way.
Saw you in a field of ice and snow, holding out your hand for me to go. Wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones that something here was bound to take me home. You said you don't know me well, but I'm your angel in white. I'll be close if you come, I'll be just behind you. You're not on the list, but I can get you inside. Use your mind, listen to my voices, I'll guide you. You give yourself over, yeah, you don't wanna fight. If you do, I'm gonna bid you a hard cold goodnight. Baby, hang on to your ticket, you're doing alright. And if you don't trust it, hold it up to the light. As above is ever so below. Something here was bound to take me home.
again. Run it back again. Light it up, represent, gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Light it up, represent, had to do it hella big, had to run it back again. Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
People in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, in the back, in the back. For the people in the back, 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 back. For the people in the back, 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 back. For the people in the back, for the people in the back, for the people in the
This is not a phase, my dear. Time heals the moment, but our hearts were frozen, don't disappear. You were scared from not knowing, but I got a feeling that
I'll be right here for the rest of my life. Just know that I'll give you love you'll never wanna share tonight. Tonight. If the world isn't working the way that we found it when we were too young to love, our attention is running, 5 seconds is burning a hole in our racing hearts. I wish we could find the space, a great escape, where we could finally break the mold. If it's us that we wanted, happy after the fall. And I don't wanna change it all. And I don't wanna change it all. And I don't wanna change it all. And I don't wanna change it all.
life's been till the end. Tell me stories that I've heard 1,001 times before. I bet. Let me fall into your eyes all over again.
I'll be right here for the rest of my life. Just know that I'll give you love you never wanna share tonight. Tonight. But if the world isn't working the way that we found it when we were too young to love, our attention is running, 5 seconds is burning a hole in our racing hearts. I wish we could find the space, a great escape, where we could finally break the mold. If it's us that we wanted, we're happy after the fall. And I don't wanna change it all. And I don't wanna change it all. And I don't wanna change it all. No, 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 no,
This
Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion to a new tomorrow.
freak me.
Here comes trouble, putting on a show. Like a domino, I fall. Another bottle, don't know what to say. Send me on my way to you. I know you're all that I want, but I don't even know your name. So don't go and leave me lonely, I'll show you another way. And you say it's a one-night thing, but I want something more than that. So don't go and leave me lonely, I'll show you another way. So don't go and leave me lonely, I'll show you another way. Eyes wide open, holding out for you. Tell me that it's true. Oh, did you notice? I saw you over there, looking like a heartbreaker. I know you're all that I want, but I don't even know your name. So don't go and leave me lonely, I'll show you another way. And you say it's a one-night thing,